Hi, this is Trey Patcher. As promised in my blog, I went to see Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children in 3D, so that's my ticket stub. Um, this movie is directed by Tim Burton, of course, based on a novel, and this movie stars Eva Green, Asa Butterfield, Samuel L. Jackson, Judi Dench, Rupert Everett, Allison Janney, Chris O'Donnell, and Terrence Stamp. And this is basically the story of Jacob, played by Asa Butterfield, who's Jacob. He's basically growing up in Florida. Doesn't have many friends. Okay, he doesn't have a great relationship with his parents, but he's really close with his grandfather, played by Terrence Stamp. Okay, and he's always, from the time he was little, been told these adventure stories from his grandfather, and he's really close to him. And then one day he discovers, on a visit to check upon he finds out that his grandfather's been attacked and he's dying, and he basically whispers something in his ear to find something, and basically he finds certain clues that his grandfather left behind him based on the stories he used to always tell him, and he discovers basically another world. Okay, another world where there's a home, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, where this lady, it's set in the past, and through a series of time loop, he gets to visit it. Okay, and he gets to meet these mysterious children who all have these special abilities. Okay, various different characters that have these special abilities. Okay, and of course he gets to enjoy this world. Like I say, he's a lonely teenager, and he gets to enjoy this world. Gets to meet all these peculiar children who have these special gifts, and of course Miss Peregrine, played by Eva Green, who's in charge of this, and she's in charge of protecting those kids. And of course, into this mystery, of course, there's these kids get, these kids in the school particularly, they get targeted by these mysterious forces. Okay, and that's where Samuel L. Jackson's character comes in. Okay, this story, like I said, it's an adventure and an action. Plus, it's more of an adventure story, basically about this lonely kid who meets these other young kids who have these special gifts. And through these stories that he always thought his grandfather were just stories making up, but he actually discovers this thing is real to him. Now, what did I think of it? As far as the movie is concerned, this movie is about 2 hours and 7 minutes. It's a little long, but I enjoyed it. I think character-wise, acting-wise, I thought Asa Butterfield was really good as Jake, young Jake, our hero of the story. And I thought he had good chemistry with the other actors. There's a bit of a romance, little hints of a romance with the other young characters that he meets in there in the story, and you see all the different actors who play the various characters that have these special abilities and stuff. And I thought for the most part the kid actors were really good, and of course Eva Green is her usual great spectacular self, who was really super efficient and always on point, and she always leaves a good impression, Eva Green. As far as Samuel L. Jackson is concerned, he's like, I guess his character, without spoiling too much, but you can tell from the trailer, his character is the villain, so that's not really a spoiler. And I thought his character was a little over time. He kind of chews the scenery, as it were. In this, he's always entertaining when he's on the screen, but I guess that maybe the character is supposed to be that way. He kind of tends to overact in this, but it didn't bother me that much. But I can understand why it would bother some people, his character, because, and then of course I think certain other characters are wasted in this movie. Like I thought Allison Janney, I thought was really good in this movie. She was like a doctor in the movie, and I thought she was good. Chris O'Donnell, who plays Asa Butterfield's Jake's father, he's kind of wasted in the part because he doesn't really have much to do except he's the father, and he doesn't have really a close relationship with his son, and he's kind of wasted because he kind of disappears for long stretches of the movie, so you kind of can't get invested in his character. Okay, but as far as Asa Butterfield is concerned, as Jake, the main hero in the movie, I thought he was outstanding. I like his chemistry with the actress who played Emma. Her name was Ella Purnell. I thought she was really good. I thought they had nice chemistry, and she basically her character of Emma and Jake, they're sort of like the lead actors in this, and I thought they had a nice chemistry, and they were good in the story. But like I said, the movie is about 2 hours and 7 minutes, and I think they probably could have cut out. I think the first 2/3 of the movie was really good. I think the last little bit of the movie kind of dragged and could have been maybe edited a little bit better, and you could have cut out some of the parts. But other than that, I thought this was an enjoyable film. And like I said, Tim Burton, you know how he likes to create this world with these unusual world, and I thought that the world that he created was really nice and really visually outstanding. In the 3D, I thought was just absolutely fantastic. And there's a scene on the ship which you can see in the trailer, which I thought was absolutely fantastic. The way they filmed it, I thought that looked great. And again, the 3D to me was great. It enhanced the story. That's why I'm glad I did see the movie in 3D, because it did enhance the story for me. But like I said, overall, it's an okay movie. Not a spectacular movie. Okay, it's like I said, I am a Tim Burton fan, so I do like his films. But again, I think this movie could have been. You could have cut out about 15 minutes of the story, or maybe 15, 20 minutes of the story just to tighten things up. And but overall, it's a decent film. Nothing spectacular, but I think a decent film. Okay, and I'm going to give Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Would I like to see a sequel to this movie? Sure, I wouldn't mind. Maybe they could, like I said, tighten it up and not be as long as this one. I wouldn't mind seeing a sequel, but for this one, I'm going to give the movie a 7.3. Yeah, 7.3. I'm going to give it a 7.3. Anyway, let me know if you've seen Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. What do you think of it? Feel free to leave comments down below. And if you like this review, please hit the subscribe button down below. I have another channel called Paul's Views and Opinions. The link also will be in the description box below as well as links to my Facebook and Twitter are down there as well. So please check those out as well. And this is Trey Pastor saying so long and take care.